Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 13th edition of the Business Today Mindrush and India's Best CEO Awards, our flagship platform that celebrates excellence, vision, and leadership in Indian business. We are deeply honored by the presence of two exceptional public servants this evening, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji and who you've just heard, Dr. S. Jaishankar. Thank you both for joining us. Your presence here is a source of encouragement and inspiration for Indian industry and all of us gathered here tonight. A very warm welcome to our award winners, paragons of performance and leadership, chosen by a distinguished jury by the illustrious Mr. Deepak Parekh, Chairman of HDFC AMC. We thank you for your discerning efforts in selecting India's finest. In the presence of such luminaries, I offer no prescriptions, only reflections. Allow me to share three brief thoughts. First, I recall the words of Winston Churchill during World War II. Never let a good crisis go to waste. We are once again in uncertain times. Since President Donald Trump assumed office, he's put the world order in crisis, and this, of course, has serious consequences for India. We are fortunate to have a very nimble, brilliant, cerebral, as you just heard, cerebral minister to navigate us through these troubled times. Dr. Jaishankar. Incidentally, he's the longest serving foreign minister since Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. I'm correct. Yet, if history has taught us anything, it is this: India rises best to the occasion in moments of crisis. This is our opportunity to reimagine our engagement with the world, to open our markets more confidently to global trade. We must safeguard our industries, though, with intelligent anti-dumping measures, but today Indian business are more than capable of holding their own on the world stage. Why do I say this with such conviction? Because over the past decade, India has made remarkable strides in building world-class infrastructure, a critical enabler of competitiveness and growth. And it's only fitting that the leader most responsible for this transformation is here with us tonight, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji. Sir, your relentless commitment to developing modern infrastructure has been pivotal in India's economic journey. My second point is that echoes through corporate corridors and entrepreneurial circles is deregulation. I welcome the government's announcement of a deregulation commission. It is a much needed move in the right direction. For too long, red tape has hampered enterprise and frustrated investment. Foreign investors often tell us the biggest challenge in India is not opportunity, it is the bureaucracy. Yet today, India needs more capital inflows than ever before. It is time we place trust in markets and entrepreneurs. Regulations should catch wrongdoers, yes, but not at the cost of discouraging the honest or stifling innovation. If I may be candid, deregulation must be an act of surgery, not homeopathy. And since I'm being candid, let me say that people with vested interests should not be in charge of this exercise. And the most hopeful words I heard ahead of the budget this year came not from the minister, but from the economic survey. It said the government should get out of the way. I hope this clarity of thought translates into policy. Because if we are to realize the vision of Viksit Bharat, it will not happen with the bureaucracy. It will happen through bold deregulation, liberating the entrepreneurial spirit of this nation. My third and final point is one of conviction. I believe in the Indian entrepreneur. Recently, Nandan Nilekani made a point that India has 150,000 startups today. And that number will be 1 million in 10 years' time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not just a statistics, it is a movement. Despite daunting odds, our entrepreneurs persist, they build, they innovate, they lead. And tonight we're surrounded by such individuals in this room, living proof of India's immense potential. I'm by nature an optimist. I believe the coming years will witness a new chapter in India's growth story, driven by entrepreneurs, enabled by reform, and propelled by infrastructure. As we honor the best among you through the BT Best CEO Awards, let me say this. We stand at a defining moment in our history. The choices we make today will shape the India of tomorrow, one built on growth, innovation, and opportunity for all. Now, it is my privilege to introduce our chief guest this evening, Sri Nitin Gadkari ji. I think most of you know about him, but let me say it. A proud son of Nagpur, the vibrant orange city, Sri Gadkari ji began his public journey early campaigning against the emergency in 1975 and showing his unwavering commitment to democratic values. He went on to serve as Maharashtra's Minister of Public Works, earning the moniker of the Flyover Man of India for revolutionizing the state's infrastructure. Since 2014, as senior member of the Prime Minister's Modi cabinet, he has led the transformation of India's roadways and highways. The results speak for themselves. India's national highways network has grown over 60% since 2014, from 91,000 kilometers to over 146,000 kilometers as of December. The speed of work is so fast that that number must have changed by the time I speak. Such is the momentum, the ambition, and the vision of Sri Gadkari ji. Sir, we look forward to hearing from you on your thoughts on India's road to prosperity. Thank you.